Today we're talking about Warner Brothers and their further push to DEI and the inevitable destruction of us all, apparently.
Well, I guess they're on the bandwagon too. Warner Brothers Games launches new women and non-binary leadership program in order to upend the gaming industry's male-dominated characterization.
Yeah, because they're just ushering in the males left and right. They can't get rid of all the men. We all know what's really happening out there.
Yeah, we do, unfortunately.
Unless you come and say that you're a transformer, or you're black or gay or, something in that category, you're not going to get the job. And that's kind of that way everywhere right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Been that way for a good few years now.
The leadership program reportedly engaged 25 women and non-binary leaders from across Warner Brothers Games 11 global studios and global publishing and central teams with the goal of cultivating career development opportunities for underrepresented individuals within the gaming sector.
The audience didn't know I was a ventriloquist.
Well, you're good at it. There are challenges faced by women and non-binary people in the gaming industry.
Well, that's not so true lately. Not for sure, not in the last 10 years, because they've been putting those people in the front. They're first and foremost. I don't get how they can even say this.
Well, it's all a narrative, I think.
Yeah, it's most definitely a narrative. And the thing is, it's kind of like I was watching somebody speak on a similar thing recently. And the equivalent question would be, what happens when there's nothing but women and transformers and gays and blacks in the industry? What then? Will they still be saying, we're making the big push to support these people who can't get by? Well, in this interview I'm referencing, they said they would still push it, even if it was full of nothing but them.
What would be the point then?
Yeah, well, obviously, it's a virtue signal. It's a mental masturbation, a ego massage.
Yeah, well, they're ruining everything.
Yeah, I mean, I could go over examples all day long, but I don't think anybody would watch it.
No, I don't think so either.
Okay, here's some of the comments on this. Women and non-binary leadership program. That's a long way to say women leadership program.
Yeah, because after a while, they're going to kick everybody out that's not a woman.
It seems like it's high time for Warner to make honor before reason their slogan, because they will soon catch up with Disney in their attempts to virtue signal and at virtue signaling no matter what. Absolutely true. I mean, I know they're competing companies, but they might as well be the same company.
True.
Every single Hollywood studio has a DEI section on their website now. It's baked in at this point. Consumer revolt is the only option left outside total bankruptcy. Let's revolt already.
We need to. Somebody needs to.
I know people were like, oh, you quit whining. There's a little of this and a little of that, and you're not man enough to take it. No. Are you blind? It's seeped into everything. It's going to become nothing but that. And then what are you going to complain about? Each other? You're going to complain about you're going to just start pointing fingers. Well that it has some toxic masculinity and we won't stand for it. Well, they're acting straight. What are they going to do when it's nothing but them?
Well, it's like, once they all get what they want,
they will eat each other.
They will eat each other, because I seen a cartoon a long time ago where these little creatures were picking on this one that was different. Well, after a while, they started liking the one that was different, so they all became like the
Rudolph?
one that was different. And then what happened was is they started pointing out to each other the little differences, and they started fighting amongst themselves, and before long there weren't any of them left except one, and that was it. Same thing's gonna
Well,
happen here.
This this is becoming popular. DEI didn't earn it, meaning they're like, oh, you just come straight out of college and you're jam packed to the rim with feminism. Come on in. Like, oh, you're a man in a skirt. You got a job. Oh, you're gay and black. Come on in. You're welcome. You're the senior editor of this and that. And if people haven't noticed, consumerism, has greatly diminished in quality. Packages arrive slower. Your fast food is less taken care of. Your games are, you get half a game and you buy it in pieces later, and it's all cutesy, and you have to play as a female character because that's about all they will provide as a main character anymore. And then there's Decepticon, Transformer, men, women in it, and everything else. I mean, I know I sound like an old man just bitching and moaning, but that's all right with me because I only speak the truth.
You're
I speak
not
the
old.
truth to power.
You're not old.
Well, that's another thing about today, ageism.
Oh yeah.
For every step past, I don't know, 25, you're that much more ancient to these people.
That is very true. I mean, they think that older people don't have anything to offer, and that's just not true.
Another comment I wholeheartedly agree with. Thank you, Warner Brothers. Henceforth, I will no longer purchase any of your games, and oh, believe me, I will not. I absolutely will not.
I'm debating even watching Warner Brothers movies anymore, because the more patronage we give them, the more they're going to be able to do stuff like this.
I'd rather be a pirate.
Yep.
Yo ho!
Pirate that shit.
Pirates get the booty. Why this is happening? Europe, UK, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, also known as the Western world, are currently undergoing social engineering.
Oh no.
And they absolutely are. The question is why? Myself, I think it has to do with population control, because the more people you get like that, the less babies they will be making.
That is true. Just like in that episode of Sliders, where the only time they could have babies was with captured males, and it was only certain times of the year.
Here is a great example of the kind of things that Warner Brother and the non-binary women leadership are doing. Captain Freeze, except now he's a Transformer, Decepticon, man, woman.
What the hell am I seeing here?
Or what's the proper term? Transsexual.
What?
From Transylvania.
Oh,
No.
don't throw Transylvania into
anyway.
this.
Okay, Mr. Freeze. He was portrayed in the movie that, he was last featured in by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then there was the, I don't keep up with all of it, but there was the 90s cartoon. He was portrayed, a bald man with glasses, and they had a kind of a New style, 50s-ish style to the animation.
Yeah, I remember.
And this, I don't know. To me, it looks like an angry lesbian.
I remember the Mr. Freeze story. He got that way because
he had his woman frozen, and he had to keep her frozen, and his whole objective was to save her.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell is this thing trying to save?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
but this is a good example of what Warner Brothers and Sweet Baby Inc. Yes, they have a direct hand in this. This is what they're doing, but it's not only going on in video games, even though it's creeping in and more than slowly taking over video games. It's not just video games, but I can only tackle one subject at a time, and I'm choosing this one for the moment. For that matter, some of them in some countries will get you arrested to go against it.
Well, I just
mean,
have to go to jail then.
Here and now, even on video games, I get hate comments, people hating on me. Like that person goes, "You're not even a real Doctor Who fan." It's like, bitch, I've been watching it since what was his name? Oh, the long scarfed one.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember.
I've been watching it since the 70s.
I remember seeing the original, the first Doctor.
What
on
was his
TV.
name? Tom.
Yeah.
The actor. Can't recall his name at the moment, but I'm sure anybody watching could easily look it up. But yeah, oh yeah, I'm not a real fan. It's like, I've no doubt I've been watching it since before you were born.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like I've been in the comics since the 70s too, you know. I did dip out of most of it in the 2000s, but look what it started to become even then.
That is true. I liked the Phoenix saga. That was a good saga.
Well, I'm keeping this one short. So that's about all for now.
Well, hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to like and subscribe. We're on YouTube and Rumble, and we'll see you on the next one.